I am Jim McGowan. I am an office manager, a web designer, server administrator, as well as a booking agent at Deep South Entertainment. For my undergrad, I went to NC State, graduated with a degree in communication media and arts application, music theory, and composition. One of the things that you always want to make sure is that you're engaging your audience in many different ways when it comes to online. It's not just writing in one place. It is thinking of the way traffic moves, always using high quality images, and making subject lines that are SEO friendly, that will pop and kind of let people go along and want to read. If you are a blog writer, then there are many different things that impact your SEO or your searches to get your writings to show up. One of them would be the content, another would be the subject. Also, one of the big things for search engine optimization would be, does your content have the same words that your subject has? I think the first thing I would say to them, I always heard this in class, I never paid attention to it, but it is absolutely true. You have to find a passion. You got to find something that you love. Otherwise, there's no end in sight once you're out of school, because work has to not be work. It has to be fun, and you have to enjoy what you do. And when you have a passion, it doesn't feel like you're working. It will impact all areas of your writing. Something that you want to get into at night, morning, or in the afternoon, that you want to know the next band, or you want to see the local scene, or you want to go to every festival so that you can write. As an example of the passion that I carry, when I try to see interns that are coming to me looking for things to write, I try to make sure they develop their passion about the subject that they love, and if they don't have it, I tell them to quit, because it's pointless. Today I finished a website. I went through and booked a couple of bands, negotiated deals, made sure that we're maintaining one of the venues that we own. I help out maintaining sales and making sure that the bands that we book are appropriate and they're good music as well. And when I have a bit of free time, then I get a jump on doing promotions for concerts or things that we're doing 2 months from now. On paper, they're 10 to 7, but you could work all day when it regards to listening, going out to see other bands play, see how much they draw, going to festivals on weekends or concerts. It is fun, but it's work at the same time, to where you need to work time for yourself to make sure that everything is taken care of in your personal life. If you are to get involved in social media, you always have to be up on what is up and coming. Facebook is always changing, and so you should definitely go over to Facebook Marketing Solutions and like them, so that the newest news of Facebook shows up in your newsfeed, and you can be more proactive, so that if they do change and pages change into a timeline, you were the first one to know about it, and you're well prepared and have a cover photo and everything to be ready and taken care of. One of the biggest things comes down to how many eyeballs are on a page and how much you're engaging your audience, or the demographics of the eyes that see a page, and what are the goals for the promoter and the company as well. The pros are, I pretty much can go to any event for free around the Triangle, and a lot of festivals as well. The biggest con for me, and the one that really hurts me the most, is that, once I book a band or I set up an event, they're very engaged and want me to come, and they're like, hey, are you going to come to this show? And I always have to turn them down, because I'm always doing something else, especially if you want to have a personal life. You can't be going out every day. After a year or two, it gets to be rough. I think it's all self-based salary. One of the things that, if you get really involved into website design, you can expect anywhere from $45 to $100 an hour. If you're not doing website design and you're just writing, you could probably expect anywhere from $9 an hour to just a contract, to where it's, hey, write this for me and I'll give you $50. And so it all depends on being a great self-manager and being self-disciplined and detail-oriented, so you're maximizing your time and your money and goals. A lot of people have to expect that if you have not been writing through college and you have not developed your name or a place in the community yet, then you're going to have to expect to be earning nothing. Almost in times like this, a good friend of mine worked for a couple of blogs and wrote for free, developed his photography skills. They wanted him to go to restaurants and to write about them and take pictures. It definitely was demanding, but it's the work that you have to put in before someone just gives you the keys to a website or a platform and just lets you go at it. You're going to have a portfolio, and if you haven't started on that now, I would suggest you do it instantly. I think one of the biggest things would be to develop your writing sense and your rhythm, and be open-minded to corrections and people's ideas.